Corey Heim should be in the NASCAR Cup Series. That's it. That's the intro. Hello, everyone. My name is Brody. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series wrapped up at Darlington Raceway, and we were treated to an all-time classic Truck Series finish at Darlington. What a way to end it. A last lap pass for the win from a guy that should be in the NASCAR Cup Series racing on Sundays. It was a spectacle. It was insane. It was NASCAR Truck Series racing. I'm so excited to get into this race review with you guys. We're going to break down everything that happened. We're going to go over the winner, the drivers of the day that I pick out, the race results, the what the F driver of the race, and we'll wrap with my final opinion. So let's dive right in. If you haven't watched any NASCAR Truck Series racing in 2026, this might be a familiar name from past seasons. The race winner is Corey Heim, but not in the number 11, in the number 5 Tricon Garage Toyota Tundra. What a win this was. Let's just get right into how exactly Corey Heim pulled this victory off. In normal Truck Series fashion, we got a overtime at Darlington, but this allowed Corey Heim to come down pit road and take 5-lap-old scuffed tires on this pit stop. Was it a gamble? Yes, but he said in his post-race interview he had no shot at winning, so let's just run a bet and a gamble and see what happens. And what happened was absolute cinema. The restart kicks off and Ross Chastain jumps out to an early lead. There's only 2 laps for Corey Heim to work with. We see him make a 3-wide pass on the initial start. We see him make a 3-wide pass on the back straightaway. And on the final lap, Corey Heim is able to get into second place. He uses turns 1 and 2 to finally get around the rest of the trucks, and he has a sight set on Ross Chastain. There looks like there's no way possible from that amount of a gap for him to make any amount of charge, but those 5-lap fresher tires somehow propelled Corey Heim to sling it all the way to the bottom, scraping that apron basically, and he just straight up clears Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain had nothing to do. He couldn't do anything. He could have not given him the bottom, but I feel like Corey Heim would have just given him the boot anyways. But Corey Heim slings it on the bottom, clears Ross Chastain with no issues, no troubles, and comes home with an incredible victory. I can't say enough about Corey Heim. He comes in on a late notice for this race. He only had 3 weeks notice to run this actual race, and he pulls off this amazing victory in a team that's pretty much brand new to him. A new crew chief, new car. He beats his old ride in the 11, Kane Honeycutt, straight up, and he beats the Ross Chastain Cup Series driver, just to add insult to injury. What a freaking win for Corey Heim. I'm so proud of him because this guy deserves to be in the NASCAR Cup Series racing on Sundays, and just circumstances and bad luck and who knows what else has prevented him in doing so, but he is making the most of his one-off starts in the Truck Series, gets this win. This is his 24th career Truck Series win, putting him 5th all time. Again, congratulations to Corey Heim, and somebody find this man a Cup Series ride. Please, let's get Corey Heim in the NASCAR Cup Series because he deserves it. He is the most proven guy in the feeder series, in the O'Reilly and Truck Series, and ARCA, if you want to count that. He is the most proven. He needs to be in the Cup Series. Make it happen, Cup Series teams, please. Okay. Here are my drivers of the day. Let's start with the pole sitter, Kane Honeycutt, who probably had the fastest truck, Tricon Garage's own 11 car. He put up a valiant effort, had the best long-run truck, no doubt. Those final few restarts, though, he got swallowed up pretty good. Just didn't have the short-run pace or the speed. Got fenced a few times by Ross Chastain and Carson Hocevar. So some circumstances definitely prevented him from showing his full potential, especially late in the race. Started first, led 59 laps, won the second stage, and put on a very impressive performance. Didn't walk away with the victory, but nonetheless a 4th place finish. And a stage win, 59 laps led, and a pole is pretty solid. Next, I want to give a shout out to Christian Eckes in the number 91 truck. In stage 1, he went up, straight up, past Corey Heim and Caden Honeycutt in the same exact turn and went on to win stage one. He was in the top 10 battling most of the day, in the top 5 most of the day. He ends up finishing third. He started 16th and he led 7 laps on the day. Want to give Christian Eckes a shout out because he was one of the Cup Series regulars, Truck Series regulars that came to play today at Darlington. I want to give a shout out to Timmy Hill in the number 56 truck. He gets himself a nice top 15 finish in 14th place. He started 26th, and I saw him hovering around that 20th to 15th place range. He finishes there in 14th place. Congrats to Timmy Hill. He even led 3 laps. Okay, Timmy Hill. Okay, flexing those muscles. Anyways, congrats to Timmy Hill on a great finish. That was really good to see. And last but not least is Carson Hocevar, who started second, led 16 laps on the day, and looked like he was poised to get this victory. But circumstances, bad luck, just didn't work out for Carson in the end. On the last couple of laps, we were inside 10 to go. Ross Chastain was hunting Carson Hocevar down when the booth, Ryan Blaney specifically, saw that Hocevar was sparking in the rear underneath that 77 truck, and it looked like something was dragging, obviously, but a few laps later, Carson blows a tire, slams the wall, ends up spinning out. His day's pretty much over right then and there when it happened. He finishes 22nd, leading 16 laps on the day. It was a very good, solid race for Hocevar, who looked like he was going to win, but just some bad luck in the end. Unfortunate for Carson, but a very good showing. Let's look at some notables in the top 10 now. Ross Chastain, Cup Series regular, started 9th. He leads 35 laps on the day. Looked like he was going to drive away with this win until Corey Heim said no and straight up passed him. Ross Chastain was even shocked in his post-race interview. What a pass. I'm still not over it, but Ross Chastain had a very good showing. Connor Mozak in the 7, pretty good showing, gets himself a 5th place finish, backing up that strong St. Petersburg showing. That was very good to see. Then we have Christopher Bell in the 62, following up behind Mozak. And Bell, early on, it looked like it was going to be a Cup Series blowout. We had Christopher Bell, Corey Heim, and Hocevar making up the first 3 positions, and Bell kind of fell off later in the race, especially stage 2 and stage 3. Still gets a top 10. Just behind him, Grant Enfinger, Gio Ruggiero, Daniel Hemrick, and then William Sawalitz rounding out the top 10. He actually spun in stage 1, I believe, early on. He gets himself a nice top 10 finish. In 11th place is the first Ram outside the top 10 again, but it's AJ Allmendinger. He brings that number 10 Ram home in 11th place. He started 22nd, makes his way up solid, but Ram again is struggling. I'd say the best Ram truck was probably Corey LaJoie, but unfortunate circumstances, he got caught up in one of those late race incidents that we see in the Truck Series, especially at Darlington. So Ram struggling again. Justin Haley, the next Ram, in 15th place, started 25th, I guess makes his way up a decent amount. Chandler Smith, points leader, comes home 17th. Not a very great showing from Front Row Motorsports in general. Tame finishes 31st. We'll get to that incident in a moment. And rounding out the field is Ben Rhodes, who had contact with Tyler Ankrum on the second lap, cuts a tire, slams the outside wall, and is out by lap 2. Very unfortunate. Now it's time for the What the F driver of the race. And this one was pretty obvious to me. It is the St. Petersburg winner, Lane Riggs. He had a Dynaco is all mine moment. I mean, it was pretty egregious. There was no signs of a tire down or anything. He just full sent that thing in there in turns 1 and 2 and just takes himself out, and Tame and the 44. Not a good look at all. Wasn't clear. Not a smart move. No urgency. No reason to do that whatsoever. Just not heads up thinking in hindsight for Lane Riggs. An unfortunate end of the day for Ty Majeski, who had another fast Thor Sport truck. And an unfortunate victim in the 44 of Andres Perez. Just got caught up. Unlucky. He finishes 32nd, right behind Majeski. So not a great showing from the St. Petersburg winner in Lane Riggs. He ends up finishing 12th. Not horrible, but I mean, he took two drivers out in the process trying to win the Dynaco, but he wasn't even going for the win. So I don't know. But, anyways, that's my what the F driver of the race. Overall, for my thoughts and final opinions about this Truck Series race at Darlington, I thought it was pretty solid. We got some good racing late in stage one, some good racing late in stage two, and stage three was a bit lackadaisical at moments and then pretty sloppy at times, but the finish pretty much made up for all that. So it was a very solid race overall. Really, really exciting finish. Get Corey Heim in the Cup Series. That's what I gotta say. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Really did enjoy this Truck Series race. I want to know what you guys thought of it down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate your viewership, and I do enjoy covering these Truck Series, O'Reilly Series races as well. So please let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to start a conversation, dialogue with you guys. If you would like to, please leave a like and comment down below what you thought of my video as well. It means a lot to me to connect to race fans like you guys. And if you'd like to, please subscribe and join the race fan community over here on my channel. I would really, really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed, and please have a great, wonderful, and even splendid rest of your day. See ya.